It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. And this is a one-and-done trip for Dallas before going back to their Mavericks fans.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Barea is out there with the professor. Then there's Nowitzki. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the three. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Johnson the screen. Passes it to the professor. They set the pick. And it's Nowitzki penetrating, misses with the tough leaning jump shot. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Back to Parker. Wide open shot is on the money.
Really?
Crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so here is Dallas. 4-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Here's Parker after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks. Yeah, Dallas's head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thanks again, Doris. Some solid D from Nowitzki.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Parker kicks to Green. Dishes it to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot's good.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The professor passes to Barea. Nowitzki left side. 6 on the shot clock. A fadeaway. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Aldridge a screen. Parker drives in. Parker with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Anderson outside. Pass to Aldridge. The Spurs shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That free throw good from Aldridge.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, this crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense. That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Here's Barea. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good for Barea. The Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. For the 3, another miss by Barea. San Antonio leading. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Dedmon. And he goes in for the dunk.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here's Barea after the basket by San Antonio. Crowder with it. 20 points for him last game against Utah.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Jones checked in for Dallas. Aminu comes in for Amir Johnson. Mavericks trail by 4. The pass to the professor. Poked away. Parker with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. Parker's got 6.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
San Antonio making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Dallas. They set the pick. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Z's checked in for the professor.
Substitution for the Mavericks. Z.
Now here's Crowder. He's guarded closely. The feed now to Jones. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that one falls for Jones. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Parker. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Crowder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Clock at 4. He feeds it to Aminu. No good on the 3.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Parker kicks to Gasol. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And so here is Dallas after the basket by San Antonio. Crowder with it. Gasol covering. A fadeaway. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now, here's Aminu. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point San Antonio lead. Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Now, here's Aminu. He's covered closely. Pass to Watson. Will it go? That's good. Watson's got his first points of the game. San Antonio leading by 9. Outside Gasol. No good from outside. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Watson right side. Over to the left wing. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the layup's good off the glass. Watson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, is he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And the Spurs with some changes. David Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Lee comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And here's Mills for 3, and Jones pulls it down.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now, here is Watson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Simmons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He had a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Lawson. Trailing here by 8. Rebounded by the Spurs. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Yeah, they split the season series, Greg, and you look at it, was it matchups? Perhaps good fortune or luck? Tonight we'll increase the sample size by 1 game and see who comes out on top.
Z the pass to Lawson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Z. And Lawson, here we go. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Simmons. And oh! The buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
All
And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career.
When I first got here, my first year was so tough that I didn't really know that I can make it in this league. To be named with all these names is an unbelievable honor, and it's been a crazy ride.
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
We've got Mills. Pau Gasol is out there with David Lee. Then it's Lee, and it's Bertinason at the small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And the Spurs making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Now here's Barea. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Mills. 17 points in his last outing. It's stolen by Johnson. Aminu dishes to Barea, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
San Antonio leading by 10. Now Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. He dishes it to Anderson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. That's why the shot was so far off.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Aldridge comes in for David Lee, and it's Green in for Courtney Lee. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now here's Barea, covered by Mills. Now here's Barea. He's got 6, and that one's good. Barea's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Barea. 8 points for him. To the middle. Here's Aminu. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Parker's checked in for the Spurs. Nowitzki a screen. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Takes the 13-footer. Can't get it to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. For 3. The rebound by Johnson. Mavericks trail by 13. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. That's good. Barea's got 10 points in the game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
The Spurs working the ball around now. Nobody near Parker. And a miss there on the triple. Fast break, Dallas. Anderson with the block. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go.
And that's how the coach will draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's the professor. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. Feeds to Barea. Parker with the steal. Anderson outside. Back to Parker. There's a screen. Inside. The kick out to Aldridge. And it's San Antonio with another. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. The Mavericks shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on the free throw.
Amir Johnson at the line for two.
And he can't hit the second. Spurs leading by 15. From deep. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. The Mavericks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Barea, the pass to the professor. Nowitzki against Parker. Dallas, no good that time either. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Nowitzki. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now, here's Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Parker. San Antonio again missing. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Johnson. Anderson with the block. And here we go. Lets it go from deep. No good. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's the professor. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. 11 feet away. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Barea.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Jones checked in for Nowitzki. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Z's checked in for the professor. And Ty Lawson subbed in for J.J. Barea. Now here's Green. Shot clock at 5. Gasol setting the pick for Parker. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. It's Gasol missing. Mavericks trail by 11. And here's Lawson. He's got 6. Screened by Jones. Parker with the steal. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Parker against Lawson. To the paint. Here's Jones. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Offensive rebound. And going by Lawson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Aminu misses. San Antonio leading by 11. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening. To get really ugly.
Lawson against Parker. Screen by Jones. There's the screen. And Lawson with the drive. Here's Aminu. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. Aminu's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Parker inside. Lawson defending. Parker outside. Aldridge with a screen on Lawson. Here's Gasol. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
1:33 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Lawson. Down low. Jones. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well. Today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Here's Lawson following the score by Tony Parker. Dallas calls timeout. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
A different look now for San Antonio. David Lee checked in for Aldridge. Lee comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. 1:10 left in the first half. Here's Z. And it falls over the rim and in. Z's got his first bucket in this one.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Mills with it. They set the screen. Lee left side. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Spurs have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Now here's Jones. He has 5. Lawson outside. Jones dishes to Aminu. Left side, Jones. Swiped away. It's stolen by Jones. Lawson right side. There's the dish to Aminu. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Aminu's got 7 points for the quarter. And here's Mills from the arc. And that's not going to go. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Spurs. They're up by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pow, tell us what have been the key aspects to how this team is playing so far through the first 2 quarters.
Well, just had to be aggressive from the beginning, take the shots that were there, move the ball, we're being unselfish. We were defending better in the first quarter, and we were able to knock down the shots.
Pow, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Tony Parker. He had 14 points, 4 steals, and 1 block. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
They had a focus to working inside, and it's working, Ernie. They've done a great job of recognizing mismatches, a.k.a. barbecue chicken down low, taking advantage. You can't guard that man down there, Ernie. The entry passes have been sharp, and it's led to a lot of points. When you control the paint, you control the game, and they've done that so far.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
They need to look into areas where they can gain an advantage. Rebounding is largely a hustle stat. Right now, they're getting out-rebounded. They need to commit to...
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get...
And now,
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
What a game for Tony Parker. He has 14 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
On the floor for Dallas, Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. Then there's the Professor. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Barea in at the 1. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Anderson.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
There's Green with the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Barea. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Spurs leading by 9. Parker with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And that one's good. Oh! 16 points for Tony Parker.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Barea, the pass to the Professor. Nowitzki left side. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Nowitzki's got 12 in the game. Here's San Antonio now. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Dedmon, defended by Nowitzki. Back to Parker. To the paint. The wide open look here for Aldridge. Shot's good by Dedmon. He has 6.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
The Professor passes to Barea, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Barea, no good. Spurs leading by 11. Anderson kicks to Parker. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Good D by Johnson.
Yeah, good touch. D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Dishes it to Green. Inside. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Dedmon, defended by Nowitzki.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Spurs leading by 11. Parker drives in. Aldridge. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
The professor passes to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Crowder kicks to Johnson. Aldridge with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
From 18 feet away, another one falls for San Antonio.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's Barea. 12 points for him. Nowitzki with the screen on Parker. Johnson the screen. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Spurs.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
San Antonio calls timeout. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To the paint. Nowitzki with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Here's the professor. Green with the block. They retain. Possession.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Spurs leading by 13. Parker dishes to Dedmon. Misses the... layup. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. The professor passes to Barea. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Now, here's Parker. He's tightly guarded, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Kevin, we're not too far along in the basketball season right now, so let's see how the Mavericks have done so far. 16th in points off turnovers, 17th in steals. And they're not a team that really likes to get out and run a whole lot. I mean, they're ranked only in the top 20 in fast break points. They're much more content to play a half-court game.
The professor passes to Barea. Stolen. And here's Green outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
5 on the clock. Here's Crowder. Takes it off the glass. Crowder's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
They set the pick. Anderson kicks to Green. Pass to Aldridge. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Terrence Jones is checked in for Nowitzki. Aminu comes in for Amir Johnson. Z's checked in for the professor. And it's Lawson in for J.J. Barea. Screen by Jones, and it's Aminu in the corner. Lawson outside. Jones kicks to Aminu. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Crowder, and another basket for Dallas. Spurs leading by 13. Now Mills. Gasol, a screen on Lawson. And Mills kicks to Lee. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Aldridge. Good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. They push it up 4-on-3. Z covered by Mills. The three. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Z.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Now here's Mills. He kicks it to Lee. And the pass to Mills. 6 to shoot. The feed to Aldridge. 13 feet away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Dallas, they're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
And I think for Dallas, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Can't remember the last time I've seen optimism turn to pessimism as quickly as I have with these guys. I mean, their fans are already talking about who needs to be replaced.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Now here's Lawson, covered by Mills. Screen by Jones. Lawson the pass to Z. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 4 assists in the game.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And finished off by Gasol.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Lawson, guarded closely. And Lee pulls it down.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Lawson with it. He's picked up by Lee. Screened by Jones. And stolen by Aldridge. He feeds it to Mills. Aldridge a screen. To the left wing. Here's Simmons. No good on the 3. Mavericks trail by 14. Pass to Jones. To the inside. Aminu. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And they'll keep possession. Goes up again. Jones, no luck. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Mills. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. Shot is off.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give them the
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Spurs leading by 14. Pau Gasol is out there with David Lee. Then there's Parker. Then there's Anderson. And it's Simmons in at shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Barea kicks to Jones. Pass to Nowitzki. No one near him. And he gets it to go.
assist goes to
Spurs shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Parker dishes to Gasol. Second shot opportunity, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Pau Gasol. And Dallas with a change here, too. Johnson's checked in. Mavericks trail by 16. And here's Barea. He dishes it to Aminu. Here's Nowitzki. And that one's on target from the wing. Nowitzki's got 10 points here in the second half. Now here's Parker, guarded by Barea, and that one's good. Parker.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Spurs leading by 14. Rejected by Nowitzki. Aminu, the pass to Nowitzki. Now here's Barea. He's covered closely. Johnson the screen. Barea kicks to Nowitzki.
Nowitzki playing very well. He has 20 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
The first free throw is good. Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. And so he makes both from the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And it's Parker in the corner. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's the professor. To the inside. Anderson with the block. Look from Green. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Nowitzki's shot's good. Spurs leading by 12. Parker outside. Feeds it to Dedmon. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Johnson with a screen on Green. The professor passes to Barea. Nowitzki drives in. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Nowitzki's got 10 points now just in this quarter. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Parker. Johnson with the block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Anderson with the block. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. From beyond the arc and then some.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Mavericks trail by 15. Here's the professor. Kicks to Barea. Pass to the professor. And he converts the layup.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
San Antonio calls timeout.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nowitzki. Drains it from 17 feet out. Nowitzki's got 18 points just in the second half.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Parker, right side. Another one falls for San Antonio.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Correa, the pass to the professor. Now here's Crowder. He's covered by Anderson. Shot clock at 6 from 12 feet out. That is good, and the Spurs lead is kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Nowitzki.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
The inside, he's against Nowitzki, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Shooting for San Antonio, David Lee. 2 shots.
That free throw from Lee is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Boris Diaz checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Lee comes in for Daniel Green. And it's D in for Parker.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
San Antonio leading by 13. Anderson outside. Nowitzki against Lee. The Mavericks pull it in. Nowitzki's got 5 rebounds tonight. 3-pointer. No good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. At one point they led by 16. Lee up top. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Spurs lead by 15.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Johnson the screen. Correa with it. And there's the pass to the professor. On the left block. And too long on the shot.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Picked by Lee, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Correa kicks to Nowitzki. Can't make good off the pick.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Dial can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Johnson the screen. At the top of the key, Barea. Just 5 to shoot. There's the dish to Johnson.
Spurs foul call. Davis Bertans. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Spurs, Amir Johnson. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Spurs leading by 13. Murray kicks to Diaw, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Mavericks timeout.
Dallas calls timeout.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And so it's Dallas with trailing by 13. Johnson the screen. Nowitzki inside. The rebound by the Spurs.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Here's Bertans up and in from the low block. And the Spurs lead by 15. Maverick shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Nowitzki, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And, as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for Aldridge. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 19. 54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the Spurs making a change here.
Diaw. Simmons. Murray.
Simmons passes to Bertans. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Dallas with the ball. 19-point game. Screen by Jones. Here's Crowder. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Murray kicks to Diaw. San Antonio again missing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Crowder. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
Dishes it to Simmons. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
Guys, I'm here with Tony Parker. And, Tony, there was an intensity to the way this team played. Were you guys amped up?
We were motivated tonight. You know, today we were on a mission. We want to make a statement, and we played great basketball, great ball movement. Everybody wasn't selfish. We shot the ball a lot better, and we played great defense.
Statement delivered, mission accomplished. Nice win, Tony. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge. He really came out of the gates with a nice rhythm, hitting his first 3 shots to get his team going.
When LaMarcus Aldridge gets rolling, it's always going to be a tough.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.